My name is Laurie, and I live in Nassau, New York. I've been working for New York State, right now the Department of State, for 33 years, I think it is. I would find the best in the capital region, all the ones that say, come here, we can do anything. I would sit through appointments for like an hour, they would look it over and always come back and say, there's nothing we can do. Your teeth are too damaged, there's just too much work. I could have them all pulled out, get fake teeth. I didn't want to do that. Not at my age. I was mid-40s or late 40s. And it just made me cry every time I leave the office. When I met Dr. Frank for the first time, I didn't know what to expect, really. He was way different than all the other dentists that I've gone to. He was very warm and kind, and he was very thorough, where the other ones didn't really take a look at my teeth. I mean, they saw it for what it was, but they just gave up before they even started. But Dr. Frank really looked at everything and was looking at his computer and had really neat equipment, I always thought. It was very, it's just wild to watch the stuff that they have. But when he finally looked at me, he said he had to think it over. He left for a bit and he came back and he goes, we can do this. And he had different options. He gave me, I can do bridges, I can have them restructured, put caps on them. And he was very honest with everything. He even told me, how long it was going to take, and if I wanted to hang in there and do this, because once we get started, it's going to be hard to go back because there's so much to it. And I just started crying because I couldn't believe he was saying that he could do something because nobody else could. And, it was great. The whole office is very warm. Everyone is so friendly, and it's more homey than it is a dentist office. Dr. Frank asked me what happened to cause my teeth to become the way they were. And I explained to him that as I grew up, I went through a lot of different situations, and I began being a bulimic when I was like 7, 8. I had people dying and nothing in my life I could control, and I just started that before I didn't remember how it started. I was so young, and it was the hardest thing to get control of, but I went to counseling and everything, but by then it's too late. My teeth were destroyed. On my journey to have my teeth fixed, first we had to get root canals on all the top teeth, because there couldn't be any pain because he was going to be cutting them off, basically. So first, before he could start that, I needed to get the bottom teeth straight because they were crooked. So I had to wear braces for, I'd say, 2 years. When I finally got the braces off, it was time to fix the top. And I would go in for, I think, 6 hours sometimes while he worked on my teeth. And I don't know how he did it because it's a long, hard process, but they had to take off all the teeth right down to the bottom and then cap them all. So he would do, I think, this side first and then that side, and then we had the front. But there's 3 sets of teeth that I would put in until I got my real ones. And I remember the day that he put them all in, and that was like another 6-hour visit, I think. And he's like, okay, ready to see them? And I just looked in the mirror and I'm crybaby. I started crying again. I was just like, oh my God, those were mine? What do I do with them? And it was weird because at first it didn't feel like mine, but after a while, I can't remember having the old ones now. It was just a long road, but it was worth every minute. When I came to practice, it was like everyone was working with me. They weren't working on me. They all saw me as a person. Even when I was just having my teeth cleaned, we chat about my day, my life, what's happened. We share experiences. It's more like a family that I come to, not a dentist office. Previous ones I go in, they say, take a chair, do your teeth, and goodbye. Or, we got to fill a cavity. They never really were friendly. But here, I just kind of feel like I'm coming home, It's been about, I think, I'd say 5 years, maybe 4 years going down this road. But today I have teeth I love. I used to not smile. because I was just embarrassed in my smile. And now it gave me more confidence, I guess. You know, it really changed my life. I can actually eat and I'm not in pain every single day. And it's been a blessing for my life. It really has.